partida. Sí, nah, igual, pasamos. Vamos allá. Vale. Dios mío. Me da un miedo. No sé lo que esperarme. O sea, como no he visto Ciudadano Kane, si es una referencia a Ciudadano Kane, no la he visto. Pero está la máquina que no está. Es una puerta. Es un muro. Marty.
Doc.
We've got everything under control.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm okay. The billboard broke my fall.
Vale, la ventanilla
This is
baja.
the dumbest design ever.
Tengo la puerta. Que no se
It's
abre.
jammed.
¿Qué más aparte de la bocina? No hay nada más. En el inventario que llevo. La petaca de Tannen. El periódico del año 31. El periódico del 86.
Hill Valley crime at all-time low. No joke.
La foto del padre.
I don't need to read this anymore. I lived it.
Y esta es la petaca de
Irving
Tannen.
Kid Tannen.
Vale. ¿Qué? ¿Vamos para la vecina? ¿Es pariente de Trix, eh?
The hell?
Hey, could you give me a... Jennifer?
¡Ostras! Es Jennifer, su novia, básicamente. Disculpadme si toso de vez en cuando sin avisar, es que estoy con la garganta hecha polvo, ¿vale? Me da mi que...
Come on. I won't budge.
A ver, vamos a pedirle ayuda a Jenny.
Jennifer, I need some help.
Martin? It is you. Is that a DeLorean?
Well, yeah, it's a DeLorean. What else would it be?
How the hell did it get into the billboard like that?
Never mind that. Just give me a hand, okay?
What?
So who you supposed to be? Luke or Bo?
This isn't funny, Jennifer. Can you help me down?
Why don't you just jump?
I'll break my neck.
And
You got any rope you can toss me?
all I have is this rusty wrench thing I found in the dirt.
A tire iron. I think that'll do. Toss it here.
Oh, back off, Martin. This is my whatchamacallit. What do you give me for it?
Jennifer, you look so different.
That's the general idea of being a nonconformist.
That's not what I meant.
What are you getting at?
What's with the attitude?
I'm not having this argument again.
We've argued about this before? I'm guessing you won the argument. What'd you do to your hair?
Helter skelter.
What?
It's the same hair dye I always use.
you wearing, Jen? You look so...
Fed up? Keen eye you got there.
I was gonna say punk.
A whole world alien to the likes of you, dork.
Never mind. I gotta get out of this car.
Good idea.
May I please have the tire iron?
The tire who?
The big metal thing you're holding.
Oh, right. As soon as you offer up a decent trade.
Oh. Jennifer, please. This is serious.
This tire thing really has some value to you, huh?
At the moment, yes.
Then it better be a pretty good trade.
All right, let me think this through.
Let's strain your brain, Geekzilla.
Foto de la grabación, en serio.
Jennifer! This is all I got.
Is there anything in it? Give it here. It smells like armpits and booze. Irving Kid Tannen, the gangster? Where the hell did you get
It's
this?
a long story. Can I just have the tire iron now?
Es un buen trato, ¿no?
Heads up!
Thanks. Oh, great. Now what? Oops. Oh.
Well, your dorkness, my debt to society is paid. As for you, good luck with your car. Way to stick it to Big Brother. Just don't expect your sudden cry for attention to change anything between us, dig?
Doesn't change what? Look, Jennifer, I think there are some things we need to talk about. Hey, maybe you can give me a lift into town.
Oh, sure, Martin. Climb on in.
Me lo imaginaba.
I told you, we're through, McFly. I'll never dig such a square again.
My own girlfriend thinks I'm a square? Jesus, could this get any worse? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Sí, puede ponerse peor, Marty. No tienes máquina del tiempo. Felicidades.
Doc, I could really use your help right about now.
Relax. We've got everything under control.
Well, at least one of the hover wheels work.
¿Sí la quito?
Okay, good. This could be useful. Now think, Marty, think. Oh, now that it's off the car, it looks like the power cables for the hover system have disconnected.
Vale, ¿tengo algo para conectarlo? Tengo la foto de la graduación.
Oh, what gives? I thought I fixed Jennifer's existence.
Solo que no fuiste con Jen. Vamos a ver. Podemos sacar del DeLorean.
Dead. May 15th, 1986. Yeah, the date's right, but... That's not good.
No funciona el DeLorean, no toman por saco. He visto batería. ¿Dónde está? Aquí, batería.
12 volts. Wait, this is the car battery? It must have been installed in 2015 with the Mr. Fusion. Still has plenty of juice.
Vale.
I don't really feel qualified to repair a nuclear reactor. Maybe it's still under warranty. Well, I guess technically it's way under warranty.
Me encanta. El DeLorean. El letrero.
Subtle. Real subtle, Marty.
Menudo boquete. Madre mía. No, acá. Southgate.
hell do you get through these?
No sé si quiero tocar el intercomunicador, así os lo digo.
These walls couldn't possibly go around the entire city, could they?
Vamos a conectar la batería a la rueda.
Let's see here. Red to positive, black to negative. Whoa! Far out.
Bueno, al menos ya hemos entrado.
Okay, Doc, let's see what kind of nightmare alternate timeline I've landed in this time.
Sí, una pesadilla, ya te lo digo yo, ¿eh? Jennifer ha dicho Big Brother, es decir, gran hermano en el sentido de todo. Bueno, se parece a 1890, a 1964, por Dios.
Okay, Marty. Nothing to be afraid of. It's just an alternate hill valley that's turned my girlfriend into a punk rock vandal. That doesn't mean it's full of post-apocalyptic biker gangs run by armies of Biff clones. Just take a deep breath and remember, we gotta find Doc.
Bureau de Discipline, Oficina de Disciplina. 1984. Really? Distopía. Dios mío. Si Doc es el líder de esto, ya verás tú para traerlo de vuelta al pasado y cambiar el pasado. Nos vamos a morir. O sea, yo no quiero decir nada, pero si el líder de esto es el único que puede ayudarte a cambiarlo...
It's so clean.
Good morning, citizen.
Good morning to you too, citizen.
¿Veis la
What's going
cámara?
on here, Doc?
¿La habéis visto la cámara, verdad? Cámara ahí. Cámaras por todas partes. Dios. Así.
Jeez, my Hill Valley never looked this good.
Demasiado bien, Marty.
Watch where you're going, citizen.
Sorry. Mr. Parker,
That's Officer Parker to you, Martin. Now what's with the outfit? It's Thursday.
Yeah?
Polo shirt Thursday. You're out of uniform. That's a violation of Civic Ordinance 9 EEE. And you're not wearing an ID, in direct violation of Ordinance WB 714. What are you up to, citizen?
Polo shirt.
Are you on the pot, citizen? Put your arms up. Spread your legs.
Hey, what are you doing?
Quiet. Hold still.
El diario.
Nothing. What's your deal today, McFly?
Have you seen Jennifer?
What's it to you? I thought she broke up with you.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to her about that.
Good luck finding her. I usually don't see her unless she's racking up demerits for her art.
Her art.
Can you tell me where I can find Doc, Citizen Brown?
Are you sure you're an honor student? Where do you think he is at this time of day?
At work?
That's right, working at the courthouse.
The courthouse. Abogado. ¿En serio? Really?
Heavy.
Ya está. Paso.
I've got to finish my beat. Are you gonna make trouble for me today?
No.
No.
No what?
No,
No,
ciudadano.
sir.
That's right, citizen.
Uf. ¿Sabéis qué es lo que ocurre? Que en el pasado Doc se lió, para la redundancia, con la pava esta, con Edna, que es súper de normas y tal. Y ahora todo es muy 1984, normativas.
Wait, citizen. Are you about to throw something away? Make sure you use the correct receptacle. Hill Valley takes pride in its diverse waste management system. What is the aluminum content of that can? Make sure it goes into the correct blue receptacle. Is that green, clear, or amber glass? It makes a difference. Remember that all consumable wrapping is tagged with a microchip to help us automatically police litter.
Madre mía.
You are standing in front of the Hill Valley Courthouse. The original courthouse was built in 1885, just 20 years after Hill Valley's incorporation into the state of California. Though the courthouse holds the seat of the local government, it also has been used as a shelter during the recovery period following the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Most of Hill Valley's community is a result of displaced San Franciscans planting roots after that dreadful disaster. In 1976, the downtown renovation project saw the first major additions made to the courthouse since its original construction. The courthouse was expanded with an additional 128
Madre mía.
offices in the new
Es Einstein el perro, o sea, lo veis,
and
¿no?
a new mayoral office added to the original clock tower space. Look closely and you can still see some of the original courthouse's details preserved in the new international-inspired facade.
Madre mía. Madre mía, Marty. A ver, debería intentar encontrar a Doc. Ministerio de Turismo. Emmett Brown Industries.
E. Brown Industries. That's hopeful.
E. Brown Industries, established in 1945, is the technological enterprise that makes Hill Valley what it is today. Whether it is electric cars running off the city power grid or motion sensing fence deployment, the radical civil innovations under development at E. Brown Industries are changing the ways cities operate. Efficient pedestrian travel, vigilant citizen monitoring, and space-age technologies that preserve the clean and modern appearance of the city.
Sí, todo parece muy bonito, pero es una maldita distopía.
Investments are not only making Hill Valley a wonder of the modern civilization. E. Brown Industries also exports its ideas and technology to cities around the world. One such city is Singapore, soon to be recognized as our international sister city.
Citizen Reading Room, ¿en serio? All Citizens Bank. Venga ya, o sea, estoy alucinando. Sí, todo parece muy bonito y tal, pero sigue siendo una maldita distopía. Es una maldita distopía.
Citizen Plus.
Having fun, kid?
Ah, who said that?
Attempting to destroy public landmarks is a violation of C-64.
I wasn't trying to destroy it.
Take your demerit.
Vale. Creo que tengo que conseguir... Vale, pues examinemos el objeto.
Oh, they look like parking tickets. Do I gotta pay a fine or something?
Vamos allá, Marty. Hay que hablar con Doc, aunque me da a mí que este Doc no nos va a ayudar mucho.
Hill Valley Courthouse. How may I help you, citizen?
I need to see Doc, or Citizen Brown.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but
Then I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn. Citizen Brown's a very busy man.
that voice sounds familiar.
Brown. Beef.
Biff? Doc? Doc, wait! I need to talk to you.
Step away from the decycling bin, citizen.
Decycling?
Final resting place for all contraband within Hill Valley, the decycling bin ensures that socially toxic items will never find their way back into the hands of the general public in any way, shape, or form.
So it's where all the cool stuff goes to die.
If by cool you mean dangerous, then yes.
No tengo nada, ¿no? Vale, vamos a ver. Doc, no es puto caso.
Hill Valley Courthouse? How may I...
Look, I really need to see Citizen Brown. It's an emergency.
Are you on fire?
Of course not.
Are you bleeding profusely on the pavement?
No, but it's a...
Then it's no emergency that couldn't wait for a scheduled appointment. Good day.
Vamos a ver, Marty. Disculpad.
Leave the statue alone.
All right.
Vale, si lo que quiero es que entrar en la corte, o bueno, en la corte, en el juzgado, debo dar por saco mucho.
I can do this all day, kid.
So can I.
Sí, Marty, vamos a seguir haciéndolo hasta que te detengan y te metan en el juzgado. Lo único que se me ocurre ahora mismo.
I can do this all day, kid.
So can I.
Vale, no dice nada nuevo. Hola Alex, la multa se coge de forma automática. De hecho tengo ya mis multas. Vamos a probar a... menudo bugazo más bonito.
It says to keep this printout for my records.
Da igual lo que digan las multas.
It's got my name on it. They couldn't do anything with this.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I'm just standing here.
Loitering, huh?
What is this?
It's a demerit. No loitering. So get a move on, citizen.
You gotta be kidding. Gates. Huh, these are new. I'm all for recycling, but this is out of control.
Si tiramos las estos.
It says to keep this printout for my records.
What's the problem, citizen?
Oops, wrong number.
Anda, Biff.
Biff?
Hey, you're George and Lorraine's youngest. Martin, right?
What? You don't know me?
Only by reputation. Brown Cadet of the Month, 3 months running. Impressive. Are you interested in the Citizen Plus program?
What is this Citizen Plus?
It's Citizen Brown's new re-education program, and I'm the first of Hill Valley's Citizen Plus. Pluses. Plus I?
Re-education program? What the hell?
Please don't swear, Martin. It makes me uncomfortable.
Listen, Biff, that car I saw you get out of, was that Doc Brown in there with you?
Ha! Doc! That should be his new nickname. But yeah, that was Citizen Brown. What an inspirational guy.
How'd you get FaceTime with him? He seems so busy.
You got that right, Martin. Citizen Brown's a busy guy. But unfortunately, I'm a special case. See, Martin, I used to be a real bad apple. A real butthead.
I don't see why that would make you a special case.
What can I say, Martin? I was always getting into trouble. Too much trouble, what with the booze, the partying, the women. Even my dogs were a pack of trouble. Pack, get it?
Yeah. What does this have to do with Citizen Brown?
Well, after getting in so much trouble, the authorities, they took me in to see Citizen Brown and gave me an ultimatum. Citizen Plus or bust.
Do you think I could get to see Citizen Brown if I did all the bad stuff you used to do?
I guess, but why would you want to act like that?
Nice clothes. You lose a bet or something?
What do you mean? I'm wearing what everyone's wearing. It's Polo Shirt Thursday. You, my friend, are out of uniform.
So I've heard.
Yeah, well, there's always tomorrow. Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
Great.
Espérate. ¿Viernes de camisa hawaiana? ¿De verdad?
So, about all the bad things you used to do.
Gosh, Martin, I really don't like dredging up the past. But, all right, if it'll help you make a decision about Citizen Plus.
What kind of trouble did you get into with women? They weren't hookers?
No, nothing like that. It's just that I wasn't always discreet about my affections.
What?
Public displays of affection, Martin. You know, necking and such.
That's
Ay,
illegal?
por Dios, esto es el puñetero Gran Hermano, 1984.
You seriously got in trouble for PDAs?
You bet. The Browns always say that behaviors that excite your privates should be kept in private. Or maybe it's just Citizen Edna who says that.
Why'd your dogs get you in trouble? You weren't running dog fights, were you?
No, nothing that bad. I just used to have a lot of dogs.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, other than them keeping the neighbors up all night, lunging at old people, and eating all the squirrels in the park. In fact, I'm ashamed to say it was my out-of-control dogs that were directly responsible for the banning of dogs throughout Hill Valley.
You don't sound very ashamed.
Oh, I am. Very, very ashamed.
Vale, recordemos que a Edna no le gustan los perros. Lo vimos en las diferentes interacciones que tuvimos con ella en el pasado. No le gustaban los perros. Cuando Einstein se acercaba, ella era como que no quería, ¿no?
So there's no dogs in Hill Valley anymore?
Yup, Citizen Edna says they carry diseases and steal shoes.
You said something about booze?
Beer, rum, whiskey, wine coolers, you name it, I drank it. Not only did I drink it, I smuggled it into Hill Valley too.
Chip off the old block, huh?
Used to be I'd knock your block off for a comment like that. But yeah, I guess I was following in Pop's crummy footsteps.
So there's no booze in Hill Valley?
Nope. Sure, someone tries to sneak some in every now and then, but cops like Officer Parker over there always catch them sooner or later.
Let's change the subject.
Thanks. I don't like talking about my old nasty self.
Básicamente nos ha dicho qué cosas podemos hacer, o al menos intentar hacer, para que nos
I
lleven.
want to know more about Citizen
And
Plus.
I just can't wait to tell you all about it. Did I mention the swell digital watch you get with the program?
You said you get some sort of watch.
Oh, it's a real classy deal. Just look at this state-of-the-art ticker. It's got all sorts of special modes programmed in. I still haven't figured out how to set the time, but I'm sure a smart guy like you could do it no problem.
Esto...
It's voluntary, right?
Sure, for the pilot program, but eventually it'll be mandatory for everybody.
Mandatory? Are you nuts?
Nah, I used to be nuts. But now, thanks to the Citizen Plus program, I'm probably the sanest guy in Hill Valley.
Es que no es un reloj.
So what's the point of Citizen Plus?
Well, it may not be as noticeable for an upstanding citizen like yourself, but the hypnotherapy sessions help to tame the urges to break the rules.
Whoa. Hypnotherapy?
Well, sure, Martin. Why, it makes obedience automatic.
Obedience? This is some kind of brainwashing?
That's a good way to think about it. Scrubbing all those nasty thoughts right out of your noggin.
Muy bien. Lo que nos está presentando
What
es...
do you gotta do to be a Citizen Plus?
It starts with an application. They take a complete medical evaluation and give you a stack of contracts to fill out.
It sounds boring already.
But then you get an appointment with Citizen Brown in about 2 years.
2 years?
He's very busy keeping Hill Valley running. The only time he deviates from his schedule is when some Looney Tune is running around racking up demerits. Fortunately, that almost never happens.
Okay, let's stop talking about
Vale,
Citizen Plus right now.
esto... Hill Valley
Okay.
ahora es una maldita distopía.
So you won't break any rules anymore?
Can't. The Citizen Plus treatment makes it physically impossible for me to break rules.
How so?
Now I get physically ill if I try to break a rule.
How's your re-education holding up?
Still incapable and uninterested in breaking the rules.
Sure you aren't craving a beer?
I do kind of miss beer. On second thought, blah.
Used to be a real bruiser.
That's all behind me now.
So what? You wouldn't even defend yourself?
I don't know if I could, actually.
Wuss.
Oh, you're just aching to find out, though. Don't torment me.
I could get used to this.
Please, Martin, don't make me angry.
All right, Biff. You're off the hook this time. See you later, Biff.
Vale, ya sabemos todo lo que puede pasar para liar la parda.
What's Jen up to now?
Camina. Vale, lo que está claro es que esto ahora mismo es 1984 y no me gusta. Podéis ver mucho orden y esa mierda y todo eso, pero uff, a costa de las libertades personales.
Must be where Jen keeps her paints. Locked. That junk looks awfully familiar. 50 years familiar. I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to. Leech and the whoosh bags. Never heard of them.
No, you wouldn't have. They don't play much punk on those smooth jazz stations you listen to.
Smooth jazz. I couldn't possibly be that square, even in an alternate timeline. Jennifer! Jen!
You got a problem?
So, Jennifer,
Uh-huh.
what do you think of me?
I don't.
Give me a can of spray paint. I got an urge to paint something.
Happy little trees? Get yourself a watercolor kit. I'm not sharing my wall.
What's the deal, Jennifer? You left me stranded outside the city gates.
Yeah, that was pretty rotten, wasn't it? I'm such a horrible role model. Better get away before I corrupt you.
Look, I don't know what you got against me in this timeline, lately, but I'm here to make things right. I've missed you, you know?
Take a look at me, Martin. Do I look like the kind of girl that would hang around the president of the Junior
What?
Barn Brigade?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I gotta admit, I kinda like you like this.
Oh, barf?
Seriously, what have you got against me? I'm kinda popular, right?
Very popular among a certain crowd.
What crowd?
Dorks.
Marty McFly a dork? It's impossible. He can't be a dork.
Okay, anyone who talks about himself in the third person is a dork.
My mom and dad,
What about them?
would you say they're normal?
By Hill Valley standards, yeah. In other words, they're warped beyond repair. Sorry to be the one to break it to you.
So do you spend most of your time vandalizing public property?
Don't even think about snitching on me, unless you want this spray can up your...
No, listen, you got me wrong. I'm looking to, break a few rules myself.
You?
Isn't graffiti a major infraction?
You'd think. But after Big Brown had all those buildings coated in that Teflon polymer junk a couple years ago, graffiti's been knocked down to a 2 demerit offense. Go fig.
What do you know about harboring dangerous animals?
So you met my new boyfriend. Oh, lighten up.
Do you know where I could score some forbidden materials?
Do I strike you as somebody who would possess illegal substances?
Kinda.
Hombre,
yeah.
tienes la...
You strike me as somebody who would turn in somebody like me. Next topic.
This ban on public displays of affection bites.
Hey, you're talking about my most favoriteest legal infraction of all.
Yeah?
Not with you. Ew.
This law against public kissing is a load of bull, right?
Yeah, this town is full of it. What are you gonna do?
Protest. That's what. Let's go stage a public kiss-in.
Let's not and say we did.
On second thought, maybe I don't want to know any more about breaking the rules.
Wuss.
You act like I'm a turnoff, but I don't buy it. We were meant to be together.
Look, just because I let you tag along to a couple concerts doesn't mean we're Romeo and Juliet. I mean, sure, you're a little cute, but you're into all this honor student crap.
Honor student?
And I'm into more interesting things. And guys.
Are you going out with someone else? I bet I can make you forget him.
Sorry, Martin, but you just don't rate anymore.
Are you going out with someone else? I bet
Ay,
I can make you
Marty,
forget him.
Marty.
Sorry,
Te has
Martin,
convertido
you
el
just
perrito
don't rate
faldero de
anymore.
Doc en este Doc, de hecho, y es como muy...
Did you get a load of Biff Tannen back there? He's so...
Calm.
yeah, creeps me out.
You and me both. If that's what the Citizen Plus program's all about, I'll stay a Citizen Minus.
What do you know about the Citizen Plus program?
Only what I hear on TV, and the radio, and the newspapers, and the PA systems all over town. They want everybody to enroll, and they say it'll make us all happy and well-adjusted, which is why I'm gonna stay clear of it.
Hill Valley's totally screwed up, but I got a plan to fix everything.
You do, huh?
I'm gonna go talk to Citizen Brown and get him to make it all better.
That sounds like the kind of plan you'd come up with, weirdo.
Citizen Brown is a really great guy.
You're wasting your breath, Martin. I don't buy into all that happy talk.
No, really, this crazy police state wasn't his idea. It'll all get undone once I have a good talk with him.
You know, I almost feel sorry for you.
It won't be long before I see Citizen Brown.
Hey, can I come with you?
You want to see Citizen Brown too?
Yeah. Maybe he can give me a heart when he gives you a brain.
Couldn't hurt to ask. Your paint's starting to streak.
Ay. Vale, a ver qué tengo en el inventario. Las multas, sobre todo, ¿no? Sí.
They've bricked up the entrance to the old speakeasy.
Sí.
Bricked up the entrance to the old speakeasy.
A ver, esta... Aquí hay una escalera. Gira para la Martí. Ahí. Está cerrada, ¿no? Sí. Vale, necesitamos alcohol.
Locked.
Aquí hay una tabla, pero no sé qué hacer con ella.
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to.
La basura.
Look out, son!
Su mamá. Lorraine.
Mom?
Lorraine.
Mom? Mom!
But are you happy?
Happiness is overrated, Lorraine. I'm content.
Well, I'll think about it.
Mom?
Hi there, Martin. I saw you as I was driving in. Did you hear me honking?
Mom, that can't be you.
Martin, are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that you're so gray.
Well, isn't that an uplifting way to greet your mother?
Sorry, I just don't...
I guess you're right, though. I am going a little gray. No thanks to your father.
What's with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I just had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets ya. Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Yeah, sure.
Pues nada, vámonos pa' casa.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
No sé. Creo que no es ahí, Marty.
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom. Ah! Dad,
man the next time, okay?
Another day in Hill Valley.
Ostras, es un sopeón.
That wasn't a note of irony in your voice, was it, citizen?
Attention, citizens! This domicile is in violation of Civic Ordinance CZ-36 and has been placed in protective quarantine until corrective measures can be taken.
En mi casa.
Please back away from the house and have a nice day.
What the hell? Don't violate the perimeter, son.
Vale, no vi el perímetro, pero papá.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
You know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
Interesting. What do you mean interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at soup mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision.
A mí tampoco me gustaría,
I
George.
suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk. So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
You're supposed to be, I mean, wouldn't you rather spend your time writing, say, science fiction novels?
Science fiction. I did mess around with it once, but that was before Citizen Brown made it illegal.
Science fiction is illegal?
Sí, Marte, Dios
Sci-fi
mío.
promotes an unhealthy obsession with the fantastic and impossible, and it encourages the idea that there might be better societies than Hill Valley, which is subversive nonsense, of course.
Oh, Dios mío.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
It's about Mom. She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
You're not gonna let her go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing.
Ay, por Dios.
How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead.
Ay, por Dios. Madre mía.
What were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
You're kidding.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But,
What?
confidentially, Not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my Harry.
Well, you get the idea.
Sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the public relations department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
Why don't you give me those videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure, not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
Have you seen Biff lately?
Not since he went to the reconditioning center. Is he back among the living?
Depends on what you mean by living. He's really different from the way I remember him.
Lucky dog. In a way, it isn't fair that Hill Valley's biggest scofflaw should be the first to receive the benefits of the new Citizens
No, por
Plus
favor.
program. But I know I shouldn't be jealous.
What can you tell me about Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the same?
But really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
No, sí, ya. Nos hemos dado cuenta.
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service and maybe let me shake his hand.
Madre mía.
Something on your mind?
Eso, ¿qué
What's
pasa
the
con la
deal with
casa?
the house, Dad?
I don't know how to tell you this, son, but while you were away at your Math-O-Magic competition, our house got slapped with a CZ36 violation.
What?
I know, it's so embarrassing. Your mother's mortified. She works so hard to keep a clean house, but those dust mites are so hard to keep down.
A caras del
Wait a
polvo.
minute, we can't go into the house because of dust mites?
Well, not until they send in the cleanup crew.
This is ridiculous.
Thank goodness they let me move my office out here into the garage.
¿En serio? ¿A caras?
So, when is this dust mite problem gonna be solved so I can get to all my stuff?
Well, the cleanup crew said they'd probably get around to it by tonight, but they're kind of backed up, so I wouldn't expect them until tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow? Where am I supposed to sleep?
I got it all covered, son. We're gonna camp out back just like we did when you were little.
Okay, this timeline is officially a nightmare. How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest. Each of these monitors
Sí, básicamente porque voy a hackear alguno, me da a mí.
of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley, with official clearance, of course. I can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see, so if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
Vale.
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
I'm trying to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time. Recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her! She's bad news. Why, my surveillance cameras have caught her doing things that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing boys. Sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, you're well rid of her.
You Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that Math-O-Magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
Well, from certain things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly as a
As a what?
nerd.
They said that?
In so many words.
Just because a boy studies hard and gets straight A's and respects the rules and doesn't party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed with personal
Madre mía.
Where's his rubber band collection to?
Stop, I really don't want to hear anymore.
Ay, por
I'm
favor.
proud of you, son.
George, quiero
Okay, different subject.
pillar alcohol.
Yeah.
Por Dios. Sobre
Hill
Hill
Valley
Valley.
has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
Eso no me lo creo ni yo.
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you videotaped evidence.
How exactly do people get other people to break it?
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence.
El
If I
contrabando.
got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
Desde
Did you
luego.
ever harbor a dangerous animal?
Aha! Couldn't if I wanted to. They've all been banned. But I did catch something very interesting on one of my monitors yesterday. Which one was it? Oh, yes. Does that look like a stray dog to you? Whatever it is, Edna's Animal Patrol will make short work
Es
of it.
Einstein. Es Einstein. Vamos a por él.
Something on your mind?
No me piro.
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Vamos a buscar a
Supervising, son,
Einstein.
Supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
Hey, demerit.
Hey, mi guitarra.
Insufficient.
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Ay, que Martínez.
Come on, Dad, I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because music is good for you. It improves your mental performance.
Then take up the piccolo. Leave the electric guitar to the rebels and malcontents.
Ay.
A certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl. You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that
Porque la
little heroine?
quiere.
She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
Vale, me llevo la guitarra. A ver qué más hay por aquí.
More demerits, Nathan. Good on ya.
No hay nada más, ¿no?
Sure. Never trust a guy with less than 1,000 demerits, am I right?
Monitores, tal.
What's the problem, citizen?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine now. Thank you. How are you?
Vale, pues vámonos. ¿Por dónde? Al auto. A la de vuelta a la puerta. Vale, por un lado tengo la guitarra, que puedo usarla para tocarle a Jennifer. Y por otro lado puedo conseguir alcohol. Einstein, Einstein, Einstein. Pero no está. Acá autotour, estatua. ¿Y si le doy a la estatua otra vez? Por curiosidad.
I can do this all day, kid.
So can I.
Vale, Einstein estaba por ahí, ¿no? Pero no le veo ahora. Vale, esto es lo de la limpieza. Lorraine.
Mom? So, what's up with Dad?
Indeed. What is up with him?
That setup in his garage is pretty intense.
That's not the word I'd use. More like creepy.
I heard that.
Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned...
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching. You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Dad! Mom! Knock it off, you two!
Now, you listen here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Lorraine.
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you. You know the kind of trouble we can get into if you're drinking again.
George, I wouldn't be so on edge if you weren't suffocating me all the time.
Was that an admission?
An admission of how smothered I am by you?
What's the problem, citizen?
Yeah, I'll have a double animal style with fries and a diet.
That's it. It's called an emergency intercom for a reason. I'm wrapping you for an SCR 300. Take your demerit printout before you go.
Mom? I feel like I don't know anybody anymore.
Well, Martin, that could be a sign you need to get out more.
What do you think of Jennifer, Mom?
Well, she certainly looked like quite a handful, dear. I was really hoping some of her, joie de vivre would have rubbed off on you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Martin, you can be a little uptight sometimes.
Geez, don't sugarcoat it, Mom.
Well, maybe you needed to hear it. There's nothing wrong with having priorities in life. Just maybe Jennifer should have been a little higher on your list.
Yeah, she should.
Well, you did buy that guitar. That's a step in the right direction. Women love musicians. Just keep practicing, and I'm sure you'll get better.
What are you talking about? I'm a great musician.
That's the spirit.
Is there any way I could talk
La
to
madre
Citizen
quiere
Brown?
decidir,
you know
quiere
how
ser
difficult that
divergente
is,
y...
Marty. The great man spends so much time coming up with new rules and demerits that he barely has time to talk to us anymore. I guess that's the price we pay for a safe, happy city.
So he doesn't see anyone?
Not unless someone starts rolling up the demerits. He still takes a personal interest in those situations. And of course you could talk to Mrs. Brown.
Clara?
No, silly. Edna.
Edna Strickland?
Mm-hmm.
Lo que yo les
Wait,
decía,
Doc, Citizen
que
Brown
van
is
con
married
Edna,
to
sí.
Edna Strickland?
Que ahora es la de la tercera
Did you get
peli.
a bump on the head or something? They've been happily married for nearly 40 years. In fact, if you ask me, I think Edna wears the pants in the relationship. She's the one always announcing the day-to-day bulletins. Probably writes them herself.
I need to sit down. All right, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
A ver... Sí, vale. Vamos a ir a Jenny. Ahora que tengo la guitarra. Ay, Marty, vaya lío. Vaya maldito lío. Que no sé cómo vamos a arreglar esto. No ahora en el futuro, sino
Locked.
en el pasado.
She missed a spot. That's no way to treat such a fine guitar. I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to.
Vale, no tengo nada para abrir esa caja de pintura, ¿verdad? No. Pues nada. A ver, aquí hay una puerta. Está cerrada. Jennifer, tengo guitarra para ti. Es que no tengo nada, no sé. Que la tabla no me deja. Por aquí no puedo subir.
Locked.
Está cerrada y no sé si... A ver, vamos a ir a verla con la guitarra, a lo loco.
That's no
Evidentemente
way
no.
to treat such a fine guitar.
La misma basura. Esta es la puerta que sellaron.
They've bricked up the entrance to the old speakeasy.
Basura.
Not interested.
El graffiti. Necesito algo.
Free soy dog samples. Take one. I guess they ran out.
Okay. Welcome to Soup Mo, where soup is just... Oh, it's you. This better be important, McFly.
Leech, was that Jennifer?
Well, A, it's none of your business, and B, seeing as she ain't your chick no more, yeah.
Okay, now this timeline is really pissing me off. What's on the menu?
Soup.
Just soup?
And more.
Where are the free samples?
Here, I keep them behind the counter.
Oh, God.
If you puke, you're cleaning it up, wuss.
I can't finish this.
Not my problem.
Why are the samples behind the counter?
I can't leave them out, dude. There's a DOG running around town, and he keeps going after the sample tray, knocking them all over the ground.
A dog? Wait, these samples haven't been on the ground, have they?
Jeez, McFly, relax. They're fresh, mostly.
You and Jennifer? Really?
Oh, is the poor little nerd jealous?
Well, yeah, and a little disgusted.
That's probably the soup.
See ya.
Smell you later. McFly, you're a real buzzkill, you know that?
Ha sido sin querer.
Smell you later.
A ver, entonces si me meto por aquí. Einstein.
Hey, there's that mangy. Go get him, McFly.
Vamos a por Einstein. Bote para mí.
He's got to be hiding in here somewhere. I bet you're under here. Not a sign of him.
Vale, bueno, vamos a tocar un poquito para Jenny.
Check this out.
What? You swiped your big brother's guitar? Is that supposed to impress me?
It's not my brother's, it's mine.
Yeah, sure. And you'd play it for me, only you don't have an amp.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pathetic. McFly? My spray can?
Oh,
Dork.
Vale, ahí está Aini, así que vamos otra vez.
where could he be hiding? Stay put now, boy, wherever you are. Not a sign of him.
A ver, si intento coger... Ah, no, ahora ya no está, pero...
I don't want to go digging through the
Tiene que
trash
volver
unless
para
I
volver a...
absolutely have to.
Aini... Lleva un bozal, pobre Aini. Pobre Einstein, le han puesto un bozal, no es justo. Es un perro encantador. La verdad es que el mundo que describe... que se describe en 1934 es horrible, realmente. Es como lo que estamos viendo, ¿no? Gente clasificada, casi cualquier cosa prohibida, cualquier cosa que te dé un ápice de esperanza o que te permita ver que hay otras opciones en la vida. Y lo del ciudadano Plus, realmente es un lavado de cerebro. Es un maldito lavado de cerebro.
Decency prevents me from leaving this here. You in there, Aini? Or whatever your name is these days? Not a sign of him. Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
McFly? My spray can?
Oh,
Vale, necesitamos por un lado el amplificador.
Dork.
¿Y cómo narices conseguimos que Einstein... porque va cambiando de sitio? No sé si me compensa más el...
soups and more. Wholesome soups, fresh vegetables, and soy-based imitation meats. Ugh. Good thing I'm not hungry.
Tiene que haber alguna manera de, de conseguir a Einstein.
Where could he be hiding? Decency prevents me from leaving this here. Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
Ah, creo que ya
Come on
sé.
out, Einstein. I'm your pal. In another timeline. Decency prevents me from leaving this here. Decency prevents me from
Vale,
leaving
no
this here.
puedo hacerlo, pero es que sí, si intento coger la... la pintura y me voy. No... No consigo nada porque cuando salgo del callejón me dice que me la devuelva. Mm. La verdad es que no sé... Porque tengo algunas cosas, pero no... Tenemos aquí el coche para volver a casa de los McFly. Tenemos a Viv. Tenemos aquí a la madre.
Mom?
No sé muy bien qué...
What about you, Mom?
What about me?
What are you doing out here polishing the statue?
I know. I was scheduled to clean the clock this month, but then Needle's mom ate some of that bad tofu that's been going around. So there was some reshuffling in the L sector duty roster, and here I am. I kind of wish I was cleaning the clock, though. So much nicer up there without all the cameras.
The cameras?
Wave to Big Brother, or Big Husband in this case.
I saw you talking to Biff about the Citizen Plus program.
Biff says I'd be a perfect candidate for it.
I know Biff, and if that's what the Citizen Plus program does to people, then you don't want any part of it.
But Biff has been reformed. Look at him. He seems so happy now. So at peace with this town. What I wouldn't give.
He's a total veg, Mom.
Your father is always telling me that I don't invest enough in the workings of our great citizen Brown. Maybe it's time for me to turn a new leaf and just go with the flow.
Okay, just hold off for a bit, please. I don't want you doing anything rash. All right, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
I'm having a bad day, Mom. Can I ask you a few things?
We all have our share, son.
I saw Jennifer earlier today.
Oh, Jennifer. What a spunky gal. Are you two patching things up?
She totally blew me off.
Well, I'm not the world's biggest dating expert, seeing as how I married the first guy to fall from the sky. But maybe you should spend a little less time with your microscopes and ant farms, and a little more time tending to her needs. What kind of things is she passionate about, Martin? What are her interests?
I don't even know anymore.
You see?
Everyone is treating me like some sort of goody two-shoes, Mom.
They're just jealous that you're such a perfect citizen of Hill Valley.
Have I always been this way?
Always been a perfect little son? Going on 18 years now.
What about that time I set fire to the living room?
Oh, but you only did that so you could show us the fire retardant you made with your chemistry set.
Heavy. I, lost my timesheet. What have I got going on this week?
Well, Monday is Junior Brown Brigade.
Junior what now?
And Tuesday is Model UN.
Model UN?
Mm-hmm. You represent Djibouti. On Wednesday, you'll be overseeing the board game club at the rec center.
Okay, I've heard enough. All right,
Madre mía,
let's talk
Marty,
about
eres
something else.
horriblemente perfecto.
Mom, look, I'm on your side. If you've got a problem, I want to help, but this is a choice you gotta make yourself.
Oh, look at you. You're such a sweet boy. I'm so glad you take after me rather than your father.
What, Lorraine? What?
Ugh! I can't live like this!
Dad, you're not helping.
Oh, but I disagree, Martin. It's important that I catch her in the act so I can get it on tape. Once it's on tape, I can show her that she has a problem.
That's ridiculous, Dad. You're acting like this is some kind of sting operation.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha!
I knew it. There. What did you just hide? That was some sort of fruity liqueur.
It's a spray bottle of simple orange for the cleaning I'm trying to do!
Lorraine, I'm sorry. It's just that you're acting so cagey lately.
Cagey? Maybe I'm acting like I don't want to be spied on all the time.
It's not all the time, Lorraine. I do sleep occasionally, you know.
En serio, George, no lo ayudas, ¿eh? No ayudas, de verdad. No lo resuelves.
Mom, please.
Yeah, Lorraine. Listen to us.
Oh! Damn it, Dad.
What?
Butt out. Mom? Mom?
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. Hey, is that...
No!
Lorraine, don't...
Ya no le deja ni hablar, es como, ¿es?
Mom?
No.
Mom, please.
Yeah, Lorraine. Listen to us.
Oh! Damn it, Dad.
What?
Butt out. Mom? Mom?
Huh? Where'd she go?
En serio, no sé qué más hacer, porque no vi que hubiera...
Aha! I knew it. Hey, is that...
No!
Ay, por Dios, George.
Sorry, just
Para.
pretend I'm not here.
How can I do that when I can hear you looming over me?
I'm not looming. I'm looking out for you.
Ah!
Pues no sé muy bien qué hacer, porque sí, hemos visto a Aini y la lógica grita que ahí tendría que haber algo, pero...
What?
You got a cold or something?
Ugh, it's allergies. I swear there's a dog hanging out around here somewhere.
A dog?
Yeah, and the stupid mutt keeps trying to steal my free samples.
You sure there's a dog around here?
Listen, smart boy, there's only two things I'm allergic to. Dogs and disco, and I don't hear no chicka-bow wow, do you?
No.
Then it's a dog.
You better treat Jen with respect, Leech.
Hey, I got nothing but respect for Jennifer. Respect for her eyes, for her hips, the way she wriggles when she...
Hey!
Now, that dork that let her get away, there's a loser that I got no respect for.
Right.
See ya.
Smell you later.
Vamos a ver. Ahí está Aini. Sura. Este es el spray. ¿Y si me pongo a pintar con Jennifer? Plan.
Don't even think about it.
Solo puedo pintar en el graffiti, no hay nada por aquí. Puedo pintar en la basura.
What to paint? What to paint?
Si la pinto a ella. No, vamos a pintar la puerta morada.
What to paint? What to paint?
¡Ey! ¿Ese ladrillo?
It's just another brick in the wall.
Paint. Digo yo lo que tienes que pintar, hijo mío.
What to paint? What to paint?
Vale, necesito algo para algún tipo de inspiración, me da a mí. Vamos a ver si consigo atrapar a Aini, que seguro que me falta algo. O sea, seguro que me falta algo. ¿El qué? No lo sé.
Where could he be hiding? You in there, Aini?
Aini.
Or whatever your name is these days.
Que lleva un bozal. Es que lleva un maldito bozal. Es que tengo la comida, tengo la música, tengo la pintura.
Don't even think about it.
Vale, necesito algo de inspiración. Ahora me pedirá algo de pintura.
McFly? My spray can?
Vale, pues vamos a volver a la casa. A ver qué más tiene George por ahí que podamos pillar. Y a ver si encontramos algo en plan amplificador o algo así. Porque no sé... Vamos a ver. Sé que estoy dando muchas vueltas, pero es que sé lo que quiero hacer, pero no tengo las, digamos, las piezas para hacerlo. Y es una patata. A la casa no puedo entrar.
Nice. We didn't have a computer in the other timeline. Well, no joystick. That's lame.
Another day in Hill Valley. The perfect place to live.
Vale, aquí no hay nada.
Irony in your voice, was it, citizen? Irony? What's that, officer? Move along.
Está George, están los monitores.
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work. Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work. Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Vale, eso quiere decir que tengo que hacer que George se mueva de alguna forma, ¿no? Vale, a ver, George.
Dad? Yo, Dad!
Huh? Oh, hello, son. What's on your mind?
Okay, Dad, we need to talk. How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest. Each of these monitors is connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley, with official clearance, of course. I can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see, so if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
You seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not spying, son. It's cinema verite. These candid moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True, you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals and, of course, to use the facilities.
¿En serio?
Something on your mind?
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son. Supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
Hey, I hear you got hit with some more demerits, Nate.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please address me.
Vale, tengo que... Ah, esta soy yo. Ahí estoy. Vale, creo que ya sé lo que tengo que hacer. Vamos a quitar esto de aquí.
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Vale, eso está offline.
Oh, it's
Ah, me
recording.
digo, quiero darle
I
al
don't
botón,
wanna
no
mess up
al,
Dad's work.
no al vídeo. Vale, tengo que hacer que no... Ahí. Ahí está. Vale, en principio ya está, ¿no? Podría...
Good morning, Mrs. Brown.
Vale, vamos a probar. Vale, he quitado el... He quitado la cámara que apunta a la estatua, así que si vuelvo a la estatua debería poder encontrarme con la madre sin cotillear. Y conseguir el alcohol sin problemas.
Mom?
A ver si consigo... A ver, yo lo he quitado, pero no sé...
Mom, please.
Yeah, Lorraine. Listen to us.
Ah...
Oh, damn it, Dad.
What?
Butt out.
mm.
Mom? Mom?
Where'd you go?
Mom?
Disculpad.
I knew it.
Ay, pues no sé qué hacer, de verdad, no sé...
Lorraine?
No sé...
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you.
No sé... ¿Puedes tocar las videocámaras para que no
Yeah.
enfoquen?
George, I wouldn't be so on edge if you weren't suffocating me all the time.
Ay...
An admission of how
Historia,
smothered I am by
está en su
you.
inventario. Vale, pues yo lo voy a dejar por aquí. Tengo la garganta hecha polvo, me molesta un montón. Y además no sé qué más hacer. Quizás estoy demasiado embotonada ahora mismo como para hacer algo. Así que yo voy a guardar. O sea, voy a salvar y cargar. Salvamos en este espacio número 2. En la plaza del pueblo. Y voy a dejar el capítulo por aquí.